Good morning, it's Rebecca Clem, the Numbers Lady. It is August 28th, and we're live here in Keane, New Hampshire. We were driving by and I saw this fabulous garden, which I'll show you when I turn the window around on the camera. This is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful place of plants. Hold on a second. Look at this, we're at Achille. Here, the nursery, and look at the plants on designs we're going to see today. Perfect place. We have a square on the top of this water fountain for birds, and just make a little noise and hear water. And here we also have a yin-yang one. Isn't that beautiful? In the two parts with the two rings. Take a look at the double rings and the double pieces, the yin and yang. Sometimes one is colored black and one colored white. The opposites of what life is about, the good and the bad, the fun and the hard. And here we have plants galore. We're going to go inside and look at some of the beautiful designs. But I also like this little card here. It says Master Gardener. And look, it has two like bicycle wheels. You can look at the design on the wheels, how intricate it is. And then it sits on that base so that you have a handle to pull it. And then it can sit flat, so you can move the plants around with all the things you need. Let's look. Oh my goodness, we have another gazebo like we saw yesterday, and we have plants galore. Let's see what we can find for today's little number one. There is the gazebo, remember? It's an octagon with 8 sides based on an octagon structure. Very nice in gardens. We have plants that are just buds. These are going to be chrysanthemums. How do you count them? There are so many. They're everywhere. There would be hundreds and hundreds of these little buds coming up into the one plant. None of them have opened yet, but over here we have some that have opened. Let's compare the opened with the buds. Here are the opened ones, and you see there are little buds inside. One of these bushes will create hundreds of buds and then flowers as they open. A few other things I think that are really fun. Let's look at some peppers over here. Look at how colorful they are. Here we have green peppers with one little orange one in there. You can count them, sort them, count them again. Here's a bush with only orange. Here's one that has a red in the middle. So you can take a look at the plants, you can compare them before you count and decide, are you interested only in yellow peppers, in orange peppers, green peppers, or you don't care what the color. Does the color matter to you when you go about sorting and counting? Here we have something else fun to count. This is known as a cranberry cotton ear. Look at all these little berries. You could take a branch and count them and see how many are on a branch or in a group. But I also love the whole place here. Look at the designs of the triangles in the roof and the hanging plants. They just set off, bring your eye up so you see the roof line. But let's look even closer. See the hooks. See the hook that connects the plant with the little S hook, or looks like a number 2, and it goes on up to the hook. And notice that the wire is wired to the left on the top, may be hard to see, and that it's wired to the other direction. It gives it more balance. But look at all the fabulous triangles to support this ceiling that the plants are living under. Here's one of those hooks, easier to see perhaps, that it actually is like a hook on the left and that it comes down a hook on the right to take the weight and carry the plant and hold it up as it hangs, like here. We have some other wonderful plants here. Look at the design of these sort of grayish green. They look almost not real. And you see how each one of these, there's one point at the top, then there's 2 coming off. They tend to come off on pairs and do little bits like a tree almost, but they're lovely little grayish white with green in the back, you see, and how they become whiter. It's called a Dusty Miller Silver. Dusty Miller Silver Dust. There's the name of that plant. So if you're interested, silvery gray. Interesting coloring. Here's some beautiful Rudebeck's autumn colors. like daisy-like flower. Look at the beautiful colors, the 3 layers of color, the gold, the orange, and then the sort of inside brownish, which is beautiful. Most of these inside sunflowers relate to the Fibonacci series and Phi, and someday we can talk about that. But look at the beautiful designs on the multi-layers of those. You can also count the petals and see how many there are. One more little thing. I like this plant that's growing here. It's a pond plant. I think it may be one that was used in Egypt and from which we got lots of papyrus. I think it's a papyrus plant, but I'm not sure. But it grows in ponds, and that's a very interesting part of the world history. The papyrus, if this is one, was how we created the first paper. All right, I think we've had. I will go back and say to you goodbye. Have a wonderful day. It's August 28th in Keane, New Hampshire, and we're at this Achille wonderful nursery where we've looked at a lot of fun plants. Have a wonderful weekend. I will come back again on Monday wherever I am, and we'll do the 11 o'clock number walk. Thank you. Bye-bye. Learn a lot and have fun while you're learning.